So here's your last pre-final of the day. It'll be Cadet Sportsman. It's been a great season for Dylan DeNiro, and he continues that momentum. He's on the pole position in the 18. Outside row 1, Ryan Rackley in the 30. Starting third, the 95, Jake Nepper. Fourth, it'll be Zachary Hollinshead. Zachary in the 56. And Landon Kelly did not take the green in qualifying in that 00. And Dylan, qualifying lap of 41.938. Rackley with a 42.189. Jake with a 42.575. We'll get them lined up, ready to go. Point standings, Dylan DeNiro, your leader. 3-time winner, and he's been on the podium all 5 events. 3 wins, 2 second-place finishes for Dylan in that 18. Ryan Rackley comes into the weekend second in the point standings. He's got 3 podium finishes, finished second twice this season. Landon Kelly in the 00, starting in the 5th position, third in the point standings. Landon Kelly, 3 podium finishes, best finish second in race weekend number 2. Zachary Hollinshead in the 56. Our last winner, won up in Jacksonville. Zachary starting 4th. And finals will start at 12:45. Finals will start at 12:45. And again, Michael Sachs will be having a meeting during lunchtime at the tech area. Again, everybody encouraged. Again, we ask all FKCS members, drivers. There will be a meeting at during lunch break with Michael Sachs. And we're ready to go. Green is up. We're underway. 5 cars, Cadet Sportsman. And they're going to shuffle around into turn 1. Dylan going to hug the low side. He'll lead them as they come off turn number 1. So Dylan takes the field off the tree turn, single file. And Dylan qualified with a 41.938, only driver in the 41-second bracket. So we'll see if he can stir it up and start to open it up early on. Over Ryan Rackley, the Georgia driver. They'll come down the front stretch, 12 laps. Last pre-final today is Dylan going to lead him into turn number 1. Jake Nepper in the 95 running second. He's about a kart length and a half behind your leader off turn 1 as they head into the tree turn, led by the 18 of Dylan DeNiro. Won 3 in a row. Dylan winning race weekend number 2, number 3, and number 4. And finished second in our last event up in Jacksonville. Open up the season, finishing second at race weekend number 1 in Orlando. So he's been very solid on the podium all 5 events and likes to keep it rolling, looking for a championship here this weekend. So Dylan into turn number 1. Top 3 drivers, DeNiro, Jake Nepper, and Ryan Rackley all button up as they make their way into turn and that tree turn. Lap number 2, Ryan Rackley, 41.965. So he's got the hot cart right now, Ryan Rackley. Ryan right now being scored 3rd. As your leaders now going to make their way into the chicane. 2 laps complete, 10 to go. So far early on, just your pole sitter, Dylan DeNiro holding on. Now looking to the inside, Jake going to try to get some momentum, 3 wide as they come into turn number 1, and we got a brand new leader. Good battle, side by side for second. They'll work their way still side by side. Dylan going to nose his way into that second spot. So Ryan Rackley, Jake Nepper, Dylan DeNiro stirring it up now as they work their way off the hairpin turn with a brand new leader. So Rackley doing an outstanding job as they continue to shuffle around. And it's only 3 laps in as they come into the final turn. They'll work their way to the front stretch. Here they come to the line, 1, 2, 3. Rackley with Dylan right on his heels as they come to the top of the oval. Ryan Rackley right now with the fast cart, 41.501. He did that a lap ago, and he hangs on to the lead. Ryan Rackley opens up the weekend looking for his first win. He's got 3 podium finishes, best finish twice this season for Ryan Rackley. And he's being hunted down by the 18 of Dylan Gennaro as they make their way through the chicane. Again, Dylan very composed, just stays right there in the tire tracks of your leaders. They exit off that final turn. They'll come down the front stretch. Everybody going to run the tire tracks of each other. Dylan going to push him into turn number 1. How about Landon Kelly, Zachary Hollinshead? That is 4th and 5th. Those cars continue to go nose to tail. There's those drivers now coming into that hairpin turn. Led by Ryan Rackley, our second different leader among 2 drivers. Dylan, your early race leader, pole sitter, right now sits back in behind your leader as they come through the chicane. Now going to the inside, Jake Knepper's got a good run coming into turn number 1. Jake not only's got a good run, he's got the lead. So your third different leader. Jake Knepper now your leader. Rackley in the meat of the sandwich. Dylan running third. So brand new leader. This is your third different leader. 6 laps in, 6 to go. Halfway down. So 3 different leaders. As Jake Knepper now your third different leader here as we go to lap number 7. Good little race there as they come down the front stretch. Now we'll see if they'll shuffle around. Here they come, single file with Rackley in the middle of the sandwich. Ryan staying to the inside, not going to get out of line. 7 laps complete, 5 to go. Top 3 drivers nose to tail. Rackley right there, and then he's the meat of the sandwich. Stays right in the heels of your leader. Jake Knepper, your leader, to the top of half of that hairpin turn. Been a good battle. And continued on with these drivers have pretty much done all season long. Been good racing out of these drivers. They make their way to that final turn. They'll come down the front stretch. Jake, your leader. Ryan running second. Now Dylan going to get out of line as they come down into turn number 1. Dylan trying to get a run to the inside. Going to have the door shut on him. Stays back in third. Zachary Hollinshead going to work on Landon Kelly. That's for 4th off turn number 1. So Jake holding on to that top position. Again, Jake qualified third. Third different leader right now up front as they exit off the hairpin turn. Rackley running second. Dylan Gennaro running third as they work their way off the chicane coming into that final turn. Nice run for your leader. Jake will come down the front stretch. And so far, they're all nose to tail. Now Rackley going to bring Dylan with them as they get out of line. They're going to blow right past your leader. And up front again, your 4th lead change. And Rackley up there for the second time. 9 laps complete. Rackley, your leader. Dylan Gennaro running second. Jake sits back in third. Hollinshead working on Landon Kelly off the tree turn. That's for 4th. So Ryan Rackley up front again. They'll make their way through the chicane. Now they come back down to the front stretch with 2 to go. We'll see now Dylan going to be challenged as Rackley gets out of line. So Dylan back up there one more time. They'll work off turn number 1. So about 6 different lead changes. Now here comes Jake, going to make it side by side. He's going to go to the outside of Ryan Rackley. He clears him. Dylan back up front as they'll make their way into the hairpin turn. And Landon Kelly going to work on Hollinshead again as they continue to battle. And Landon Kelly going to loop it on the exit, or excuse me, on the entrance to the hairpin turn. So Landon Kelly will spin out in the meantime. Your leaders, led by Dylan, they'll come down the front stretch. Now they're going to go side by side. They're going to shuffle around. Dylan going to watch Rackley come by, and he'll make the pass. In the meantime, Jake Knepper, your leader. So Jake, your brand new leader. Final lap as they cycle around. Dylan, that car not up to snuff. That car really faded back. As they came down the front stretch, it did not look like a problem for those drivers to get around Dillon. And he was right there in contention. Now the 18 fading back as they come through the chicane. Seen about 7 or 8 lead changes as they come off that final turn. Here they are, side by side. Drag race to the line. Reckley will score the win unofficially. Jake coming home second. Dillon comes home third. Zachary comes home fourth. And Landon Kelly will be scored in the 5th spot. So unofficially, it's Rackley, Knepper, Gennaro, Hollinshead, and Kelly. So that'll bring us up to our lunch break. Yeah, we'll get back to finals at 12:45. 12:45, we'll get back to finals. In the meantime, Michael Sachs is asking for a meeting in the tech area. This is for all FKCS members, drivers, everybody. We ask you please attend the meeting with Michael Sachs. Again, that will take place in the tech area. And that'll wrap up our pre-finals. So 12:45, we'll get set with your kid carts as they'll go 8 laps. All other classes will go 16 laps as we'll get set for our finals. So a little lunch break, and we'll get back into racing action at 12:45.